In the 757 Life Church world, the people are informed by two separate yet equally important ways. By emails that rarely get looked at and replied to like the ones office manager Michelle sends out, and by videos that are shown in church during the 9:30 and 11 a.m. services. This is the latter.
I was reading a testimony the other day written by a person who seems to have lost hope in life, faith in people, and it was kind of startling. Here's what the quote said. It said, "I don't believe in promises anymore. The word promise has too much hope attached to it, and I've lived too many years and had too many broken promises in my life to not know that it's best not to make them. Instead, when someone tells me they promised me something, I tell them not to promise. Instead, tell me you'll try. At least then I won't expect anything. That's the safest way to go through life." Wow. In my opinion, that's not the safe way to go through life. In fact, it's not even life at all. Without promises, where's hope? Where's the assurance of life? Where's the expectation of joy? Now, I agree that promises are both exciting and terrifying at the same time, depending on who's making them. But we know that with one simple word of promise, a person creates an island of certainty in a sea of uncertainty. When we make a promise, we're in some ways taking part in assisting people in their future, our own futures. So promises are extremely important, but it depends on who's making the promise, like I said. God makes us promises. Last week I shared one promise that God makes, and that is to provide all of our needs according to His riches and glory. Another promise that God makes to us is found in 2 Corinthians 12:9, where it says that His grace is sufficient for us. Man, you think about that. His grace is sufficient for us. We all make mistakes. We all have pasts that are full of things we've done wrong, whether small or huge. We've all got pasts full of mistakes. But God's grace is sufficient enough to blot out all of those mistakes of the past, no matter how big or how small they were, to blot them all out in order for us to have eternal life. But for some of us, we make mistakes daily. I know myself, maybe even by the hour. But what's cool about this is that the grace that is sufficient enough to blot out our mistakes of the past and give us eternal life is also sufficient enough to blot out mistakes we make today and tomorrow in order that we would experience and enjoy that eternal life today and every single day. See, the word sufficient, it means abundantly enough. Not just enough, but abundantly enough, overwhelmingly enough, overflowing enough. That's God's sufficient grace. It's unending. You can't exhaust the grace of God. It continues all the time. In fact, the words of the apostle where he says we are saved by grace, it isn't just saying that we have been saved by grace. It's saying we are being saved by grace. It's ongoing. It's alive. Think about grace as being alive. It doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down. It keeps on going. Every single day we are being saved by grace from the things of the world and things of our past and the things of our future. That's how incredibly loving God is in our relationship with Him. Here's something to hang on to today. God keeps His promises. If He's made the promise, it's going to happen every single day of our lives. He loved you yesterday, and that means He loves you today, and that means He'll love you tomorrow, no matter what happens. Believe in His promises, and then live triumphantly. It's going to be a great week, great Sunday. Hope to see you this Sunday, 757 Life Church, 9:30 and 11. Make sure you're there. Bring a friend. God bless.